Okay, this is Susan Adams reporting live from the scene of the Jeep repair site. I know I've posted a lot of pictures of it, just, piecemeal, this and that, mostly with the tarp on, but here it is with the tarp off, and you see I'm trying to put the tarp on because it's probably going to rain today, although it'd be great if it didn't, because it'd be a great day to work on stuff because it's not blistering hot like it is every single day. Of course, this is the first day of September, and the weather should be starting to straighten up some now, but this is what's been done so far, and it's dirty where it's rained and the tarp's been on it. I'm going to have to touch up a bunch of spots, but I guess starting from the front, this is where we're at right now. We replaced the tie rods and the ball joints. There's the new axle that's in. The new leaf springs that we put in that lowered it down from about a 5 to 6 inch to a 4-inch lift. New brake line was run yesterday. I spent a year scraping rhino liner off this thing and been repainting it. I redid the inside. I took all the rhino off except for just up here. I took it all off back in the back. New seats. Repainted the dash. Repainted this up here. There's my new hoses for my fuel line. Working on putting the back seat brackets back in to put the back seat back in. This is what I've been using to paint it. This is it, and it's actually 2 different colors because I was just going by what I thought was the right color when I was there. Actually, I started with this color, which is the blue pearl, and then somehow I made it to the Bahama blue Met, so it's kind of a mixture of both, and I'm just kind of going with that because whenever I go to O'Reilly's, they either have a can of one or a can of the other, and I don't feel like ordering a whole bunch because it's like $11 a can. So I'm just playing it by ear, basically. I still need a back bumper. My door over here, we're going to convert it into a drop-down door instead of a swing door. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I need to find a swing tire carrier and a bumper, and I haven't been able to find anything. And buying something new is way too expensive, and I can't afford that right now. Here's my doors. This is the one, the driver's side, where it had the cute little emblems on it. It had a palm tree, and it had a sun. And the guy who owned it before, or somebody at some point, whoever rhino lined it, ground all of those cute little decals off. So when I bonded it way too thick, and I sanded on it yesterday. I'm going to have to sand some more to get this down, then be ready to paint. So hopefully it won't rain today. I can maybe do that. And then I started painting the inside. You see this one, I ran out of paint. I'm going to have to get some more. But this one is done all the way, and it looks pretty nice. I repainted my mirrors here. Of course, they're dirty because they've been out in the rain and the weather. There's my tire carrier, the original. It's it doesn't have the support for 33s, which I'm running. It did have a 35 hanging on it. I went down to 33s. It just can't support it, so it was basically destroying my door. See, I've got to bondo all of this and fix that, and then take all this mechanical stuff off, I guess, or leave it on. I don't know at this point. The gas tank is down at this point. Hopefully it can go up today. Maybe if it doesn't rain. Brake lines, I've got to have 2 new brake cylinders on the back because those aren't any good. When we tried to bleed the brakes yesterday, it just didn't happen. I painted my gas tank holder, and there's my old axles and leaf springs, which, by the way, are for sale on Marketplace if somebody's wanting to jack up their vehicle or replace their axles. The back axle's been rebuilt. The front axle, I have a brand new kit for it. We just didn't rebuild it. We decided to go with something smaller. Actually, these are factory. These were off an XJ. And here's my soft top skeleton all painted, ready to go back on. I've painted all the hardware that I can, but I keep finding little things to paint. There's for my doors right there. I primered them. See, I've painted all my headlight holders. Got new headlights coming, new turn signal lights. There's my bully steps. There's the brackets for my gas tank holder. I told you I paint everything. For my soft top, my little workbench here, which is a mess. I said nobody in the free world would paint some of the stuff that I paint, and I'll show you what I painted yesterday. Right back there. Right behind that brake line, you see the silver thing? Yeah, that holds the fuel filter. I painted it. I can't help it. I paint everything. If it's rusty or it's dirty, it's going to get cleaned and painted. That's just how I am. So, yeah, here's the Frankenjeep in his entirety, where we are so far. This is supposed to be a 6 to 8 week job. We're now entering month 9. And you're probably asking yourself, why? I don't know, it kind of just became a matter of principle after a while. I just wasn't going to give up on it. And besides, it's my only transportation. That's another good point. Oh, and I even painted the windshield wipers. There, they're ready to go back on. So, yeah, out in the blistering hot sun, trying to get this done. And I have done a lot of this myself. Most of the painting I've done myself. Mechanic work, he'll just tell me what bolt to loosen or what to do, and I do it. I unloosened all the bolts yesterday for everything. I took off the fuel filter, helped run the brake line, because I don't know how to do this stuff. I guess if I had spent more time at the barn with my dad, I would know how to do this, but I didn't. So I'm learning now. And I think it's important to know what goes onto your vehicle and what things are, and, because you just need to know things. So, here's your update.